In the last lecture, while posting the outgoing payment, we were posting the entire amount, that is full payment. So in SAP, apart from the full payments, we also have two more options. Yes, two more options. They are partial payments and residual payments. In both the cases, the end user will post the amount less than the outstanding document. But the difference lies in the behavior of the documents once the payment is posted against the open items. Let's look at the partial payments. Partial payment in SAP is a payment that is posted to an account without any open items being cleared. That means the amount is entered partially. So, the system marks the document number to the original open item in the line item for the partial payment. The original open item and the partial payment remain always open. The original and partial payment documents remain open until the required amount for the original invoice are cleared manually. That means when I do the partial payment, the system will not clear the main document till the payment is complete. Let me tell you the same by taking an example. Let's say I have around 8,000 as open item. Okay, 8,000 as open item. I will now post the partial payment of 2,000 against the open line of 8,000 in the system. After this payment, if I check my FBL3N report, then the system will show 8,000 as the main item and 2,000 as the another line item. Here, both are in the open status and the balance is 6,000. All these documents will show as open until I make the remaining payment of 6,000. Got it? Great. Next comes the residual payments. The residual item in SAP results when a payment is made for less than the actual amount outstanding. That is residual payment. We'll say residual item is created because in case of the residual payment, the original open item is cleared and the system posts a new open item. This new open item is for the same amount as the original open item minus the amount paid. Here, let me explain the same by giving you an example. Let's say I have 8,000 as open item. What is it? It is 8,000 as open item. I will now post the residual payment of 2,000. Once I post this payment, the system will clear the open line of 8,000 completely. Yes, the system will clear the open line of 8,000 completely, and for the remaining amount, that is 6,000, the system will create a new open line item. So, to summarize, if I use the partial payment option, then I can track the original document and its pending document. But when I use the residual document, since the original document is cleared and new document is created, then the details of the original document is lost. Yes, it is lost. Let me create the partial payments and residual payments in SAP system so that you will get the clear idea about it. I already have the open line item of 8,000 in my SAP system, which we had created in the last lecture. Now, against this open item, I'll make the partial payment of 2,000. Okay, what I'll do against this open item, I'll just make the partial payment of 2,000. So, to make the payment, I'll click on Generate New Sessions button in SAP GUI and then use the T code, that is F-07, or else you can also use the menu path. Not to forget, even the menu paths are very important because sometimes you tend to forget the T codes, but if you remember the menu path, it is very easy for your transitions in SAP. Okay, so the menu path is from SAP Easy Access, Accounting, Financial Accounting, General Ledger, Document Entry, Outgoing Payments. So in this screen, what I'll do some entries. Here I'll enter the document date and then the document type as KZ, company code as ABCC and currency as INR. Under this bank data, what I'll do, I'll enter the account number of bank. I'll make the partial payment of 2000. So, enter the amount as 2000. Now, enter the amount number which is open. So, in our case, it is provisional salary account. Now, just click on this Process Open Items button. Here, in this new window, to make the partial payment, what you have to do? For that, you have to click on this Partial Payments tab. Here, update the payment amount as 2000 and just hit the Enter key. Observe here the fields. Yes, observe the fields, the amount is same. Okay. Now, just click on the Save button. The document is now posted. What happened? The document is just posted. I will now switch to my another session where I had kept my open with FBL3N report. Here, go to the list and just click on this refresh. Now, if you see there are 2 lines as open and the total outstanding is 6000. Now I'll switch back to my another session and make another payment posting of remaining 6000 and let me see the effect. Okay. In this screen, enter the document date and the document type as KZ, company code as ABCC, currency as INR, and after that, under the bank data, enter the account number of bank, and this time I'll make the remaining payment, that is 6000. Enter the account number which is open. In our case, it is provisional salary account. Now, click on this Process Open Items button. Now, here if you observe, you can see the 2 entries. That means amount 8000 in credit as original document. Yes, observe this. The amount as 8000 in credit as original document and the recent debit of 2000 below it. That means the system is considering the previous payment for clearing. What is it? The system is considering the previous payment for clearing. If you observe here, the amount entered and the amount assigned are same. Now just click on the Save button. The document is now posted. Yes, the document is now posted. I will now switch to my another session where I had kept open with FBL3N report. Here, go to the list and just click on the refresh button. Now, what you can observe is all the lines are clear. So, if you observe my line of 8000 credit and just below that, there are 2 vendor payment document with what? 6000 and 2000 debit. Got it? Yes, I hope you are now clear with the partial payment scenario.